Hello.
Hi.
I wonder how close I got that.
I don't know. It seemed pretty close.
Woo. My computer froze. We only recorded a minute, but it froze, so hopefully it doesn't do it again.
We'll try. You didn't miss anything. We were figuring out what time of year it was. I already forgot.
It's December 1st.
Yeah. How
I
was
think.
the Thanksgiving? It might be December 8th.
We will figure it. Cheers. Our drinks are red because Christmas. That's why.
It is good. I gave you that whiskey as an early Christmas present, so it's fitting.
Okay.
It's pretty bomb.
I added some of this to it too to boost the blackberry. So don't have blackberries. Yeah, he got me blueberry blackberry whiskey.
Yeah, from St. Julian's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. That's cool.
Yeah, I went there with Chrissy and Fred.
Where's that even at?
There's one in Frankenmuth. The one we went to is not in Frankenmuth. I don't remember where. It was like 20 minutes from us, so yeah.
Fuck
went.
yeah.
They were going. Fred's got like the wine club thing, so you can get like 3 people for wine tasting, or whiskey. And I was like, well, I can't have wine, so yeah. But it was pretty damn good, man.
Hell yeah.
So.
Let's say, yeah, the whiskey on its own was really good. I probably could have brought it up here so we could sip on it again, but I forgot it down there.
Yeah. Plus, it's late.
Yeah, we got to a late start today.
Yeah, we get to a late start every day that I've been home because, yeah.
It's fine. Everything's fine. But, so I restarted Baldur's Gate again.
Yeah.
So, like...
You beat it, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
I did finally beat it on the one guy. And then I tried to restart it on a different mod set. And I'm just not... I can do the, like, I have to be some version of magic. I can't just do sword fighting.
Yeah.
It's too boring for me.
I get
Also, I found that, like, especially in this game, you're barely in the fight for half of it until you, like... because like 90% of the time you aren't the initiator of it, like you end up just like wasting a turn or two trying to get to someone to attack, versus like if you're a mage you're able to most of the time initially start like
Not me.
I mean
My characters are all fast as fuck, boy.
I mean, like, I guess it's one of those things where I could work on that, and I just have to learn to play differently too.
Yeah, you can also take Nick and I do the alchemy shit. So like I think I've learned more shit because we've played through it, but now we're like almost at Act 2, and I have like almost 20 potions of speed, like a bunch of greater health potions, like arcane cultivation shit. So it's like, if we wanted to, we could just run through everything. Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
there is like, you do get fatigued and exhausted for a couple turns after the potion wears off, but if you fuck them up before that wears off, like, it don't matter.
So yeah, that's where I'm like I switched to a different that, and I also wanted to do I was gonna like I couldn't make up my mind if I want to do like the Avatar essentially.
Okay, where the elements monk?
Yeah. So I was debating on doing that, but then I did instead a battle mage.
Okay.
So I at least still am like...
Yeah, I went with Bard for this one. I made he's a fuckboy, coming out of being a fuckboy. His name is literally Fuckboy. Phucboi.
Hell yeah.
I made him ridiculously attractive. Like, Teresa walked by while Nick and I were playing, and I was in a cutscene, and Teresa was like, "Who the fuck is that? Like, I've never seen that cutscene." And Nick's like, "Oh, that's Edie's character. He made a fuckboy." And she's like, "Yeah, he made a fuckboy." Like,
that's hilarious.
But I made him. He's like, I don't use him to like go into battle. He's just kind of like, I got an arrow that does ensnaring strike, or no, I just switched it out for fear. And then I got a bunch of stuff for like crowd control type shit. So I just kind of stand in the middle of the battle and then I send Will in, who is the person I'm romancing this game.
Nice.
Because I went from being a fuckboy to being like, fuck boy.
Nice. No,
Yeah.
I haven't like. I basically got to almost the end of Act 1 with the one that was almost just. I was doing the Eldritch class too, so he still had some like casting stuff, but it wasn't nearly the same. And it was okay, but I wanted a different setup, so I changed up how I caught it. I changed up how I wanted to play with the cat, especially with my skills too. And I put on like one or two other mods that I thought were fun that were like one more so like the like less weight for potions and shit.
Yeah, the consumable one.
Yeah. Like I found that one. There was a I think I tried to find a better organizer for the containers. Some other shit like that. Wah! I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't even upset. That's just my instinct. Like, he spilled the.
I spilled.
He spilled. It's fine.
That back to you because you're gonna sneeze. Yeah, that's dope.
We're trying to do that. Oh, and very unimportant thing. I was playing. I have the golf game on my PlayStation for once in a while, and it's been really fun. But the problem is it's like so. There's 32 weeks essentially that you can compete in every week, and there's each week is 4 rounds. At least that's how I have it set up. So you can get effective, like, leveling, all that jazz. Well, I get all the way to 32, I beat it, and then the game freezes up, and it does the, like, you didn't compete, so some other guy won it, and it moved me to the next season. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
sorry, buddy.
Yeah, I was like, that's, what, 32 times 4? That's...
a lot.
Yeah. For the 1 year, and I couldn't do the
128.
Yeah, it's 128 rounds of golf on that one fucking guy, and then there's like, oh, you didn't, you decided to just not play the fucking championship. Oh, so I don't know if I can play it again. I might, but I don't know if I can. Oh yeah, we should roll.
It's hard to roll.
It is. I have.
There's the arrow. Oh, there's the arrow.
I say it's somewhere on the bottom there, right?
18. It was a 20, but I moved it because I couldn't see the arrow, and I was like, there. Aw.
Damn. Yeah, I got that in Vermont.
Yeah. Did we have it on the set last year for Christmas?
We forgot last year because I found it again. I was like, oh my god, we didn't use this, and so I specifically brought it up and left it over here to bring out for when we started, and then we forgot again.
Yeah.
Until I had to mess around with the computer and found it.
I don't know if you could see it from that screen. It's there. I can't even see my hand because this is so fucking white. Now I can see my hand. Here, I'll just hold it. It's this. It's a Christmas tree. You spin. It's got all the dice. And a little arrow there. What did I roll that time? I don't know. Almost a 20. It was a 9.
Yeah, I was just like, I couldn't not get it when I saw that in Vermont. You're the goal. We did have it on the set when I got it.
Yeah.
But we did. Yeah, I forgot until we forgot last year or whatever.
We forget a lot of things.
We always forget. It's the fucking worst podcast. I love it.
I forgot to upload the thumbnail.
I'm not gonna lie. This morning I questioned myself in the bathroom. I was like, did I even fucking send it to him? Because I didn't look. I just remembered as like, fuck, did I do that this weekend?
I forgot to upload it yesterday. I was like scrolling through YouTube looking for something to listen to, and I was like, that's my face. Oh.
Dude, I keep forgetting to upload the audio versions of it.
Yeah.
Again, there's only still like 3 listens. I don't know if anyone's actually... It doesn't tell you how long people are listening on that one, so I really don't know if it's just people that like it automatically queues up and starts some random podcast, and then they're like, "What? What? No."
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. We should maybe get a little bit better, but
we'll just like... It's so funny to imagine that like it does just pop up on some random guy's podcast in some other country. And then they're just listening, and they're like, "This must be some podcast about like hunting and ducks and shit like that." Because there's a banjo, and it's called Buffalo House. And then
it's like, "Hello, sip, sip," and then doesn't get good for 30 minutes.
Yeah, they don't get into anything important for 30 minutes. I mean, to be fair, again. We've actually, because you've been here, we're just recording almost every Tuesday and Thursday we can because it's actually available. Yeah. So we're going to end up we were getting ahead, and then we had to do some shit. And then next week is for Thanksgiving, as we figured out.
And then the following week, I have my doctor's appointment on the 4th, so we can only record once.
Okay. Yeah. I think I have a dentist appointment.
I'm getting back on my Adderall. I should schedule a dentist appointment as well.
I think mine is the 6th, actually.
A Saturday?
Maybe not.
I should actually make sure the 4th is a Thursday.
Well, I still go to the dentist that's by my old house because it's still 2 miles from my work, so I can just swing by right after work anyways. But smart. I won't change until the person that cleans my teeth leaves. So I still got a while. I think at least 20 years before I even have to worry about it.
Yeah. Give or take.
Yeah. We'll see.
Let's roll the other one, buddy.
Yeah, let's roll. Fucking doesn't count. Oh, well. Yeah.
Give yourself advantage. You got 2 D20s in here. Well,
I'm gonna say there's like 3 sets of dice in there.
Take that one. Those are pretty dice. There you go.
Ooh. 19. Nice. It was 18 and 8. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say my first one was 18 and then it switched. But
your first one was a 2.
Yeah, the first one was a 2, but that landed in the outside part with all the other dice, and that doesn't count because it didn't roll; it just fell in a spot. I've been so like just I'm gonna go off like
how about it, but
I keep obsessing. We talked a little bit about. I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast, but like. My mind will not stop just trying to create like a menu, like a restaurant menu. And I keep wanting to I really need to go find some duck and like make like a good duck. I've been wanting to do it, just haven't gone through the effort of going to a place that has like a duck that I would want to eat. Because to be fair, like I don't think it's at a Meijer or a Kroger.
No, I don't think you'll find it at a Meijer or Kroger. You might right around now because the holidays. Sometimes I have duck. I've seen it.
True, but it's one of those again. Like I don't know if I'd even want to get it there.
Yeah.
Like I want to go find like I have to do the research, but like I saw one or two videos kind of talking about it, and it keeps me. I keep really, really wanting to try it, and I'm like, all right, like, I haven't done like a date night dinner for her in a while, where I just make something fancy. Most 90% of the time, it is almost 100% an excuse for me to fucking destroy the fucking kitchen.
Valid.
I do my best, but my best isn't very good. But it's my best. He knows.
I know. I do, believe me.
I try. It's not good, but I try.
I used to clean the shit out of your house.
Yeah, I am kind of better now, but not really. You see.
You're a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just also cooking all the time now.
Yeah. You're a little better.
But
you're a lot better.
Yeah.
I just had a flashback to that sink. You're a lot better.
But I want to make like duck and risotto. Because I think 90% of the time the duck is just going to fucking sit there and roast on a skim while I'm making the risotto. But I, mostly because those are also the two fixations I've had, is wanting to make like a risotto and a duck. I kind of got the grilled cheese one out by, we made roast beef last week.
Okay.
And Melissa went to charcuterie night for Sunday. And so I made a roast beef sandwich on the flat top with some, we had mozzarella cheese from Bread and Cheese. I was like, yeah.
Nice. I have not cooked once since I've been home.
That's fair. I mean, to be fair, it's fair for you. Like, you're working overtime.
Yeah. But also, like, I don't know. I get home, I got cans of soup. It's easier. I just pop some soup in the microwave.
That's fair.
Soup. Yeah.
I also
come over here and have KFC.
Yeah, that's fair. I've been thinking about making soup too. That sounds like a really good soup.
Yeah.
The other thing, we kind of talked about it downstairs. I got spices because we went to Frankenmuth this weekend.
Yeah, you were talking about the
saffron. Yeah. So we were walking around, had some drinks and stuff, and then went into the spice store. And so I found sumac. I found ancho. They had a bunch of pepper. Obviously, they had a fuckload of spices. The ones I ended up walking out of the store with, because Melissa left me and went somewhere. I bought ancho chili spices. I bought sumac. She wanted a Thai chili spice or something. Thai curry, some kind of thing.
Okay.
I also got like real cinnamon bark.
Nice.
So it is significantly softer, so it's very hard to shave when I make pancakes. Because I used to have like just the cinnamon sticks, and I'll just grind that fresh with the with also nutmeg, and then that one breaks. So I think I'm gonna make like a syrup out of that. And so that instead of making, when I add sugar to the pancake, I'll just add fucking cinnamon soaked sugar. Anyways, so I saw that, but then I walked through the store 3 different times trying to find saffron. And then I get to the counter to finally check out, and they have it in little bags sitting on the top of the little thing right at the register. I was like, fuck, of course it is right there. So, to be fair, I also, since there wasn't saffron around the store, I grabbed another spice. And I was like, whatever, I didn't get saffron. And then I saw it. I was like, well, I guess I'm getting it too.
Yeah.
But it was nice. I also bought whiskey that I didn't bring up here, and I'm thinking now that I probably could have also.
We got time. We're only 20 minutes in.
And to be fair, it's like I still have drinks here. I'll use them next time, because I got Melissa bought a Chipotle vodka.
Okay.
So they have it's the Grand Traverse Distilleries like outlet at Frankenmuth.
Mm-hmm.
So like we tried a bunch of stuff, but she tried the Chipotle vodka, and I also like it because it's a different flavor.
Yeah.
Because the other one, you know, that I have is the Poblano, the one that I usually use, and it's good. But I was like, I think the Chipotle adds a lot more smokiness in a way, and so I was like, that's a cool one to get. It's something like $30, and I'm going to use it forever.
That's not bad.
Yeah. And then I tried like 4 different whiskeys that they had. They have a lot, but they had 6 or 7. But I tried the ones I was mostly interested in. Did your jaw just break?
Huh?
It sounded like your jaw broke. It's actually what it sounded like is like your tooth cracked in half.
No, I yawned and I back leaked.
Okay, because that back leak was fucking intense. I literally, it sounded like your tooth just decided to crack in half, and I was like, well, he's not in physical pain, so I think we're good.
No, that did happen right before I came home, though.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the one, I had 2 root canals. This one over here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I bumped something at work, and then I think that, caused it, and then I was sitting there just getting ready to pack, and then I was like, that's my tooth.
That's not good. Yeah, I
wanted to get it extracted and then had the root canal instead. And they're like, we put a cap on it. I'm like, just fucking pull it out. So now I'm going to go get it just pulled out. Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
But, anyways, got saffron. But yeah, I'm excited to actually use that into something. I'm gonna look up some real recipes on stuff with it in there, other than just rice. I threw it in some water just to see what it tastes like. I was gonna make a syrup with it, but I don't know.
There's got to be a saffron. Yeah, there's definitely a saffron syrup. I've had it with coffee.
Yeah, you just got to use it the right way, and that was not the right way. You really got to steep it, not just I threw some hot water in a tiny mason jar with not even 2 strands. I just tapped it once and let a couple little ones fall in there. I was like, cool, and then I put it back. I mean, shit. That I will say it's the first time I've ever seen it, so I've been all right. Well, I've seen it in other ones. I was just I'm not getting it, but it was pretty cool. It's very yellow. I think I'm gonna throw that in dinner tonight because I'm just making rice, so I'm just gonna throw that in there.
Yeah,
it's not. It'll get flavored out, or we'll taste it. Who knows? But I was trying to think of what else. Oh, the whiskey. That's where I was at.
Yeah,
we were talking about whiskeys.
Yeah,
I bought a whiskey that's a Scotch flavored whiskey. It's very good. It's different than the other one I got. That's why I ended up snagging it. The other one I almost got was their double barreled one, but that was $20 more. And I was like, you know what? I don't need it. So I'm gonna get this other one that is more versatile compared to everything else. I have enough double barrel stuff.
Yeah.
Also, I really wouldn't use a double barrel in a cocktail I would.
It's kind of more a sipper, ain't it?
Yeah. If I'm going to use those, I'm using it in a Manhattan usually, because I think that's really... I've also got the idea that I want to buy one of those barrels and barrel a cocktail.
Yeah, we were talking about that a few years back.
Because it's only $30 online.
Dude, weren't we talking about that? I think it was this time last year.
Oh, yeah, we were going to do that.
Yeah, we were like, we need to get one for New Year's and start a fucking barrel for the year. And then we didn't. We would have that right now.
You're not wrong. Maybe we do that this year.
I think we might have to.
Well, but here's the thing is what do we put in it that we want to... Because here's the thing. Those you cannot age for a year.
How long do you have to age it for?
So, the equivalent of aging something, I think a year and a half or 2 years is, a week or two because it's so small.
Mm.
So, for us, is to leave it in there a year, it'd be, aging
A lot.
Like a decade.
Yeah. I
But
think that's what we talked about last year, was like throwing something in and aging it for 10 years. Hyperbolic time chamber type shit.
And just see what happens?
Yeah.
Well, what would we want? I guess I have to think of what cocktail would I put in there.
Well, you're just putting the spirit in there, right? Not a full cocktail.
Well, you do put a spirit in there, but like at that point, like to be fair, any whiskey that we put in there would probably actually just straight up be ruined because it would just over. I mean, I don't know. We could, because there's part of me that's like, if we're gonna do this, I would want to do a cocktail, and I would also want to do like a whiskey.
I would want to do a shitty whiskey as well.
And just see if it...
Yeah, like have a good whiskey in there, a shitty whiskey in one, and just compare.
So we're going to do 3?
Yeah. If they're only $30, yeah.
I mean... Okay, so essentially it would be... We'll figure out the whiskey. We can get... That's not too hard to do, but it's the... Actually, that might be pretty hard to do. Because I already have the cocktail decided. I think it's got to be some version of like a Manhattan or an old fashioned.
Mm-hmm.
I just got to know that like it's got to be relatively simple because it's going to be stupid oaky.
Okay.
So
well, if it's 1 week for a year.
No. It is okay. So essentially, what it is it's like, if you left it in there for like, hold on, let me just look it up because it's not that. It's something like a month is like a year or 2, something like that. So like,
Well, if it's a month, then we could leave it in. We're gonna be very ahead. Podcast wise, but for us, New Year's is in roughly a month and a half, so we could get one right now, have something ready for New Year's.
Oh, okay, so I lied. So a 1 liter is $54.
That's not bad.
Yeah, aging spirits 10 times faster than a commercial size whiskey barrel. So yeah, essentially
A month and 2 weeks, yeah, a month and a half would be a year.
So 52 weeks times 10.
What?
That is the equivalent of the math of how long whatever we put in there.
Hey buddy.
Because we're going to leave it in there a year.
I know, but
yes,
you broke it down to weeks. 52 times 10. Just do a year times 10. It's 10 years. It's cool. Sorry.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Edit it out. It sounds cooler if we do weeks.
But yes,
520 weeks.
Yes, 10 years. I mean, so that is cool to do.
20 months.
So we would definitely want to get like a very young. I'll have to get a young whiskey.
It does sound a lot cooler when you break it down into weeks and months.
Yeah,
3,650 days.
But yeah,
we'd be 43.
So that's where I'm like, I think it'd be fun if like I'll just grab some version of a really young whiskey and dump it in one. And then what was the other suggestion you wanted?
A shitty whiskey.
Like a really like
a something we would have drank at the Buffalo House, not military, maybe military.
I was gonna say the first thing I was just suggest is like that's the shittiest whiskey that I've ever heard of is military special. Like we wouldn't even try it. But otherwise it's R&R.
Or E&J, yeah. But that's more of a brandy, yeah.
But yeah, that's E&J's a brandy. But
I think it could be a vibe, and if it's a liter, you know, like maybe leave some left over. Or for the shitty one, we could just go buy another bottle.
Well, here's the thing too: is I got to imagine like how much it condenses down into as well, because after it should,
it's gonna shrink. Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be the fun part too, is seeing how much it really, after the whole year. That said, we are going to have like. I think it will have to be a special episode, and we'll have to plan this ahead, because if it's going to be like, we'll have to label it specifically like the barrel episode.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have to date that one too. Like once I will set it up, like, I'm going to figure this out kind of right now. Because, like, here's the thing is, like, when I barrel it this year, we can't do it until 27 if we're leaving it a year.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would have to do it if we're doing, like, say we did it, like, January 5th, the Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I could do. I'd have to do it the Monday, January 5th.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we would have to change our filming schedule. That's fine. Yeah.
Well, no, that's what I was saying. If we were to set it for the first Tuesday of the year,
yeah,
it's January 5th. So as long as I just do it on Monday and barrel it. That said, I mean, do you want to barrel it on the episode?
If the way I see it, we don't have to barrel it on the episode, but we can like have. I figured we'd have the barrel up here, like,
yeah,
unless it's got to be in a fucking special area.
I mean, no, realistically, it would just be like, all right, well, we're setting it here.
Yeah. Put the barrel there, and then we could just talk about it and be like, hey, we barreled it yesterday.
Get a shelf.
Yeah.
We'll get little shelves that are just for the barrels. Yeah.
Or there and there.
Yeah, no, we'll do two. We'll do one with the two different whiskeys. Because I do want to do one with I'll get my own personal one for the cocktail.
We can get three. We got space.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
We'll just get one big ass shelf and just put them all in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all probably like this big.
Yeah, it's not that big at all.
So we'll just line the wall. But yeah, we could do that. And then I was thinking like a Manhattan.
Okay. My
because it's a Manhattan, because it's all like almost all alcohol.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would have to be predominantly alcohol, because you wouldn't want any syrup or anything in there, because then you got bacterial growth.
Exactly. So yeah, it's just all alcohol. But yeah, or Negroni. That's the usual. But like, I'm not a huge fan of Negronis anyways.
Me either. Yeah.
So I think Manhattan's gonna be our way to go. I'll do some version of like I don't know. I'll try and make it like chocolatey coffee, deep rich Manhattan kind of style or something. But that'll be that. I like this idea. That's a fun thing to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna text you now, because we have this thing where we film an episode and then immediately forget what we filmed.
Yes, we do.
Which happened last year, which is why we didn't do this year.
Well, I do have the barrels pulled up, so actually, I will also send you that while I have it looked at. It'd be so funny if they had the oh geez, a 2 liter is only $10 more. I don't need fucking.
A 2 liter would be dope.
Maybe I'll do that one for the cocktail, simply just to, because a cocktail is more likely to
take up a little bit more space. Yeah.
Well, it come out correctly.
Blah, blah, blah.
But honestly, well, the first original idea I had for doing that was to barrel a cocktail and just have it available at a party. Just get one of the bigger barrels and be like, all right, like, I just Boom.
Yeah.
And then I don't even have to do anything. Maybe just put it on the ice cube.
That'd be a lot cooler than when we used to do jungle juices.
It's jungle juice in your 30s.
It's jungle juice in your 30s, yeah.
It's just a fucking barrel-aged cocktail.
It's a barrel-aged cocktail.
I want to, I don't know. It's just weird that we're getting older now, because I was telling you, we're going to be hosting Thanksgiving this year.
Yeah.
Because Melissa's parents are coming into town. Mom is not doing so hot enough that she doesn't want to host. At least for now. Like, she might again next year. She's just currently not doing... she's trying new meds and shit, so she's just, like, dizzy.
Valid, yeah.
So we're like, all right, yeah, got it. No problem. Also, I did the Friendsgiving now. So I'm like, all right, like, I feel like I can definitely do that.
100%, yeah.
So, we're going to do that. And now I'm just like, damn. Like, we're actually hosting the Thanksgiving we're doing some, it's just intimate family. We're not extending the invite out to, like, everyone. But it's pretty cool. But also, I'm just old. I have 3 grays in my beard.
I have 2. That's it.
Yeah.
I went to a first-time homebuyer thing on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's not going to be anytime soon, but, yeah, it made me feel a little old. Also a little behind, because a lot of people are already buying houses, but at the same time, not that far behind. But it was funny, because, I'm sure it's happened to many of you where Facebook will be like, so-and-so is interested in this event. And it was Ashley. It was like, Ashley's interested in this first-time homebuyer thing. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, that's dope. And then I was like, wait, I should go to that. And then I couldn't fucking find the event anymore. So I had to get a hold of them and figure it out and go to that. But it was cool. Definitely felt older, because it was one of her friends that was running the event. I'll take a little splish. Wait, sorry, there's some in there.
So you got a little bit of cockadale in there.
There's always going to be a little bit at the bottom. But even then, it was funny because her friend was running the event and was like, "Oh, how'd you guys meet?" Blah blah. We were like, music scene. And we partied a lot. And I was like...
Oh, wait, so you went with Ashley?
No, she went to it, and I went to it.
Oh, got it. So she knew that you went... Got it. I was going to say, I was like, how the fuck is Ashley?
She's good. Ashley was there. She's good. It was cool seeing her. But it was also funny, because it was like, yeah, we used to party together. Now I'm sitting here like, hey, you're going to that thing about buying a house. You know?
Good.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, we really need to. I need to
100%.
Once like the holidays are over in January, maybe I'll throw like a just like, hey, let's fucking tiny get together of just like Ashley, us, small event. I'll invite her for sure to Starch March.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because that's gonna be fun.
She did say to say hello to you guys, and then I went home and got busy, and then I went to work and got busy, and then we were sitting here talking about getting old, and I was like, oh yeah.
Well, hey, you did. You told us. We're good. We've got the message.
But it was funny. And then Ashley, of course, she was like, yeah, I didn't ever think to look into buying a house, and now I should. And I was like, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it is one of those like hilarious terrible things for her that she's just like, oh, I would have been dead twice.
Yeah.
So like, I shouldn't, but now I actually can. It's like, oh, fuck yeah, cool, medicine.
Yeah.
Science is awesome.
Science rules. Bill Nye.
Also, I did pick this whiskey, and I'm only thinking it because I just tasted it now since we had this drink. One of the descriptors of this whiskey was blueberry pancakes.
Nice.
So I can actually taste a little bit of a lot more now that I had the blueberry drink in there.
Yeah. I did really like when I went to the winery wine tasting whiskey tasting thing. Yeah,
Bill.
stuck in your
God,
head
it's
now,
stuck in
ain't
my
it?
head.
But I couldn't figure out which one to get you, and I was sitting there. I was like, I gotta get him. I gotta get him the blueberry one.
Yeah,
But I was like, you know what? Pick a number 2 through 6. you're like, oh, 4, and I was like, fuck yeah, it's number 4. That's the one I was thinking.
no, yeah, you really. I was like, ooh. I'm like, that's a lot of. I was like, all right, well. Immediately, my brain went. I was like, well, where the fuck is he that there's that many options of whiskey options?
There was more than that, but I could only get six tasters. And
That's
I was
fair.
Like, the rest were like vodkas, and some were like, it was like a whiskey that like had like wine in it, and I was like, I'm not gonna try that.
Was it
I'm
called
sure
like a
it'll be
port?
good. Huh?
Port? Or I don't know. I've seen a lot of like, because like Angel's Envy specifically, they do a port syrup that's made out of it because they do port wine barrels for their whiskey. So I was gonna say that sounds like it's probably, if it's a winery.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that makes that's yeah.
So I just got
that's
a cider instead.
I don't blame you on that either.
It was funny. The lady came over and she like looked at my tasting menu and was like, "Oh, somebody likes a lot of whiskeys," and I was like, "I'm allergic to wine." And she's like, "Why are you here?" And I was like, "Hang out with him."
I'm allergic to wine. She's like, "What?"
I was like, "I can't even taste those." If Chrissy would like pass one over, and Fred would be like, "You want to take a smell?" And I would smell it and be like, "Yeah, it smells like wine." She'd walk by and be like, "So you don't know shit about wine, do you?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, some are red, some are white, sometimes they're pink.
My favorite thing is like we've definitely drank wine.
We have.
We've been smart about it and not.
Jen said the same thing Saturday when I went over for we played Stew Pot.
Oh fuck yeah! How'd that go?
And it was pretty fun. We didn't get far into it because like half the people couldn't show, so we're doing 2 session zeros. I'll get into that more after this, but I was like talking about how I was like, yeah, we went to a wine tasting thing. I got a bunch of whiskeys, and then we went to brunch, and I got a mimosa because fuck it, I'll get a mimosa even if I'm allergic to wine. And then everybody was laughing, and then Jen just looks at me and goes, "We've drinking a lot of wine together." I'm like, "We have." She's like, "When did you find out you were allergic?" And I was like, "I've always known."
This has never been a secret. I just didn't tell you.
She's like, "But what?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll have like a glass if I'm feeling like having one, chancing it."
You just get drunk twice as fast.
I get drunk like twice as fast, and I get hives. Like, it used to be worse as a child when it was juice, not wine. But my throat would swell up. Now it doesn't.
Yeah. Hey, science. No, it is seriously like, that was so funny. I was like, the amount of times, like, because I thought about throwing absinthe in this, and I was like, I can't.
Yeah, that one's kind of a bad one.
Yeah, absinthe really, it's pretty quick.
Yeah.
But, that is another one I need to do, is I want to do the Sazerac. I keep forgetting to do that, because I don't, I won't. I keep forgetting to just make myself a Sazerac on my own.
I'm forgetting the name of the spice you got.
I'm going to make Phil a Sazerac at Thanksgiving, because I'm like, hey, I've been wanting to try this, and you're also drinking this. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I got one at a bar. I had no idea what was in it.
Oh God, you're just like, I know Brandon's made me one once.
I knew you had made me one once to try, and I believe you did warn me what was in it, but I didn't remember.
That's how we figured out you're allergic.
Oh no! I did
the improved. I made the improved whiskey cocktail that has it in there.
Yeah. I did know I was allergic to absinthe because I found that out in college, but I've often forgotten because I don't drink absinthe a lot. And then, like,
no one does.
I don't really ever tell people I'm allergic to absinthe because when the fuck does that come up?
Yeah.
But I do remember you had that little aerosol thing.
Yep, it's still down there.
Yeah, and I smelled it and was like, it smells like licorice. I wonder what this is.
Yeah, that was rough.
The one at the bar was funny because I saw the menu. I was like, oh, that's a cool name. I'll have that. And then I'm drinking it, and I'm like, oh no.
They're really good.
They were tasty. Yeah.
They're honestly one of my favorites. They're very, most of the time, like they're served not on a rock.
Yeah.
So it looks like a tiny little drink. It almost looks like just whiskey neat, but it's because it's almost whiskey neat. It's just, if I remember correctly, it's just Peychaud's bitters, a little bit of simple syrup, and whiskey with the spraying of the absinthe in the glass. I want to try a flamed absinthe.
Yeah.
Because Cocktail Channel was like, you should try that. And I said, I'm going to do that. So I think, depending how I'm feeling after this, I might just make another one and continue this roller coaster. It's not a roller coaster. I've had a drink and some whiskey.
Coaster. It's a fucking trolley.
I'm just, it's a trolley. I'm just going to probably just make dinner, so I might try that for the sake of it.
That'd be dope.
It's usually made with rye whiskey. Actually, that buttered Sazerac rye whiskey that I have down there, that's usually the whiskey I'm pretty sure that they use with it.
And I do like a rye.
It's a good, I mean, it's, that's part of it is the Peychaud's bitters is like herbally, but it's like a fruity herbally. So when you put it with that, with the rye and all the herbs that are in that rye whiskey, really kind of like brings out a different, it's almost gin-like, but not a lot, like the good parts of gin without being too much.
Yeah.
Like in a way, but whiskey.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe. Just try one. Order a Sazerac.
Get a Sazerac.
O'Connor's in Rochester, like that. I think they're O'Connor's place. They have one that I always get it when I go there. That's like my go-to cocktail.
I do know they have that because that's where I was.
Yeah, sounds right. It sounds like, yeah. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
I was with somebody. Who lived in that area.
I remember that time. Pub burger. God damn, dude.
Dude, that shit was
This podcast has been a long time.
It's been a long time. That was one of my favorite memories. Because I got COVID and I got real sick, and then like I was good, and I was like, I'm ordering that barbarian pub burger. Like, let's fucking go. And then I couldn't taste any of it. And I realized I lost my sense of smell, my sense of taste. So, like, they were working from home, and I was just sitting there, and they kept giving me, like, random things to try to see if I could taste it. And I couldn't taste any of it. And then it was like, oh, try this tequila. No, can't taste anything. Try this Jaeger. Can't taste it. And it was, like, 12 shots later, and I'm like, wait a minute. Just because I can't taste it doesn't mean I can't feel it. What the fuck did I just do?
Whoa! Yeah, adventure.
I was so bummed about that burger, man. It looks so good.
That's the other thing. Is like I want to make another. I've been making a ton of smash burgers, and now I want to make like a decent thick hamburger. But especially now I have the flat top and I can get like a good sear type cook on one.
I'm so pumped for you for this summer because that Blackstone, like,
I'm gonna use the shit out of it.
Even when I was home, like, I still didn't really cook in the kitchen very often. I don't know. It's a small kitchen. There's like, I don't like dirtying it up, you know, like. But when it was summer and it was like warm enough to go outside, that fucking Blackstone. Yeah. And then I think I talked about it on here. Me and my buddy Brad, whose wedding I went to, he brought it back up because we were like explaining like past stories to Chrissy and everybody, and like we were talking about like grilling and stuff, blah blah blah. And Chrissy was like, "Didn't you live with him during the winter?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "We were out there year round." Like, we had a space heater, we had a whole entertainment system in the garage, the grill was out.
Wait, with who?
My buddy Brad.
Got it.
I don't think you ever met him.
I don't think so either. That's why I was confused for a second.
Yeah, because I moved.
Because for a second I thought she was talking about when you live with me. I was like, we didn't grill once in my house. I had a grill. I didn't use it.
Which made no sense to me because I was like, that's like my jam, dude. I would go out there and grill all the time.
I'll be honest. I kind of just bought the grill because I was like, I bought a house. I'm supposed to have a grill. Yeah. I'm going to use a grill. And then I just like proceeded to be too busy doing bands and shows and shit to like do anything outside of that.
That Blackstone though, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I use the fuck out of that when it's like good outside. Like,
even now in the garage, like I just kind of crack the door open like a decent amount, and I still especially because the garage is as tall as it is. It's not the normal regular height. I feel less scared that it's gonna light my anything on fire because it's not hot enough. It's also not gonna get that hot.
It's less like a grill to where the fire doesn't fucking go up.
I also had to realize like I also use my pizza oven that will go hotter than that will go in the air, and I didn't worry about it other than just cracking the door for vent. So I was like, all right, we're good.
Oh, but that Blackstone though, dude, like we've done like a brunch out there.
I cooked one of the brunches out there with me and Kai.
Yeah,
we're just like flipping turns.
Flipping turds.
Flipping turds. No, flipping turns on like who was taking care of the grill and stuff. And that was one of the reasons I really had. I was like, all right,
yeah.
Because like especially now too, like when we decide like she's like once in a while she's like I want pancakes. And it used to be, I was like, that's not, again, it's not that they don't take forever, but when you don't have the space to make a bunch at once, it did take like 30 minutes to get like a whole batch out because I could only do 3 really per pan.
Yeah, on that thing, man, you can fucking do 30.
All of them.
Yeah.
I do all of them at once. Well, to be fair, I also like, I make a relatively fluffy style. Pancake. I add a little bit more baking powder so it puffs up a bit more, so they end up being a little thicker. I only get I get about 8 to 9.
Okay.
Yeah, I usually get about 8 pancakes out of my batter. So and they're like, God damn it.
Gotta get you a little side table.
Honestly, that's what this was.
That's what that was for.
But Manny's here. But no, I get, I don't know, they're probably like this big, so they're decent size.
Okay, I'm sorry, I thought you were talking thick. I was like, God damn.
No.
We're making them Japanese pancakes.
Oh, no. I do want to try that, but no, I get them like a decent, that, and then they're probably like that thick.
Okay, yeah.
So they're thick enough that they're not just like flat. I still need to get like, I haven't committed to the point of getting like, I want to do the like clarified butter, because that's the diner secret.
Yeah,
is the clarified butter and getting that kind of flat top stove heat.
I do applesauce
in your batter.
Yeah.
See,
That's the daycare secret.
I do orange zest.
Orange zest is good. I like applesauce because you get a little bit of fluffy and you get like some added sugar.
Yeah, that's fair.
I do the sugar-free applesauce, but you get like that added sweetness from the apple.
That's a good call.
It's fucking bomb, dude.
I'll have to try that. Because I just what I've been doing recently. I just add the. A lot of time, what I like to do is I make the batter, if it's pre-planned, like an hour ahead of time. And I just really let that orange zest infuse into that batter. Because you can't, it's not like the first flavor you taste.
It's there, though. Yeah.
It's just there. Like when it makes it a little lighter. It makes the, all of those background notes are just a little bit more elevated when you're eating it. And it has like just a tiny, like, the best way I can describe it is like the very tip of the zing, like when you're It's just kind of there.
Yeah.
And it makes it really nice. You can smell it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's like it's in the smell that it hits, and it's like it does make it nice.
I might add that to what mine are.
I'm gonna do both now. I need to get applesauce and then try applesauce with some of the orange zest.
It's good.
Especially now, like, I'm trying to remember to get, like, an orange or two just so I can have, like, now that you're home at least, like, I've got a bunch of oranges because we needed them for the Friendsgiving, but using them for cocktail purposes, too.
Yeah.
I've been debating getting another air atomizer for, essentially what you do is you take, like, essential oils, like orange essential oil, and you put like a couple drops, 2 per whatever, something, like with like just straight vodka and then like something else, so I could essentially mimic spraying an orange on top of the cocktails with just spraying, so I don't have to waste a million oranges.
Yeah, that's another reason. I don't know if we talked about it on here, but that's another reason I want one of the not the juicers we used.
No,
but one of those old school, like, fucking flip and yeah.
Oh, see, no, I curating my list of Christmas gifts that now that we are at the time that I truly am not allowed to buy anything because I don't know what people might have bought me. I know me and her have not bought each other anything because we've talked about it. It snuck up fast. But, like, I've been trying to add stuff to her. I did get her a dog this year.
Yeah.
You got her a dog. You got her a dog this year. I mean, I asked her.
I was the hot FedEx guy.
But, like, I've been adding stuff to my Christmas list. Like, I found some nicer... I needed to add some, like, cheaper items because, like, half the stuff I'm adding is a dehydrator, a nicer juicer, some random shit that I'm like, I'm just going to slowly buy over the next year or two when I get like, all right, fuck it, let's do this. But some of the other stuff I added was like some nicer plastic cups with like a gold rim on the top. It's like $30 for 200 of them. I would have ordered them for Friendsgiving, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to leave them on that list. We don't need them yet. But, like, that way when I'm serving everyone our cocktails, I'm not running like, oh, hey, fuck, I'm out of glasses.
Yeah. Okay, so, like, some plastic ones?
Like... They're 9-ounce cups that are, like, plastic, but they have a nice little gold rim, so they look nice.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, it's $30 for 200 of them.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. So, as I threw those on there, and then I also, one of my goals, I haven't been looking recently, but I want to look for just a cabinet, on a glass cabinet on Facebook Marketplace for the sake of like getting all the glass that we got from the wedding and setting it up. And then on most of them, one of the other things I put on my list was little plastic covers that are, I think, essentially big enough to cover this that I can just put on top of them. So dust doesn't get in them, because that was the other part, is like she got me all these glasses out and I was like, well, the only reason I know they don't have dust on them is because they were just totally unwrapped from the paper and all that shit that covered them. Otherwise, like some of the other ones I had to send you to go rinse them out real quick because they were dusty. And so I was like, all right, well, this will be like, I have paper towel on some of the shit down there, but that, you know, it's like, I don't know, it's like $14 for like 100 or something. It's some, you know, I try to throw some small shit out there that my mom can buy. But I'm going to get those as soon as Christmas happens and I don't get those 2 items, I'm getting them just because it'll be convenient. Especially like just to have like a giant stack of the cups right there on the bar that I don't have to run and go grab them. They're just right there. And then by then, I'm going to try and work out another ice system. Mostly like at least a day or 2 ahead of time, I'm going to make a shitload of ice and leave it in a bin. Maybe get a different ice bin.
Yeah. Get like a cool square bin that's got slots.
What?
You talking about for the clear ice, or are you talking
Oh,
for like ice?
also those, yes. No, just for like the mixing ice
Oh yeah.
that I was using, because that one works, but when I'm trying to, it works to like for serving ice for a couple people, but when I'm trying to like cocktail serve, I ran out of ice really fast, especially for how slow the ice machine was.
Yeah. Like my dad has, I want to say they have the same one, and he's got a little tray in his freezer. I want to say it's like that deep, like I don't know, six by three, 6x3x4, and he runs the ice machine, fills that up, and then when people come over, he keeps it running. That way, when you take ice out for your drinks, it refills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at. I was like, all right, I want to get that back down, especially. I mean, to be fair, some of the times I have used it in the past, I'll run it for like hours prior to the party and fill up a whole tray. So it's not an issue. But this time I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of like,
what he does is he runs it to fill up that extra tray and then turns it on when people come over.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely like, all right, well, now, again, this was also the first time with that setup, so I'm starting to try and add little things to that to like. I'm also trying to be good about being like, all right, don't just like pull the trigger and go buy a bar and build shit. Because now I've used it once, my mind's like ADD. Yeah. Like I could do this. I could just do it all right now, but no, I have to. That'll be a while. I need to save money for that. So that and just like everything else. Yeah. But I officially am on JJ's tattoo wait list. I am number 9 on it. So in December, once it's closed, he'll reach out, and somewhere in March to June is what it is.
Okay.
So it'll work out.
I did not get a tattoo this month yet. I have no idea what to throw. I got to fill something there, and the back. I'm also still heavily thinking of getting dad bod just blasted.
The problem is like
it's fucking fun.
So like the only thing with that is you do have to like, you can't really get in shape anymore the rest of your life.
I mean, I could get in shape, but people will know.
Yeah.
Be like, it's coming back.
Yeah, I guess like no matter what, at some point, like I guess that would be the joke. They're like, but you don't have a dad bod. You're like, but eventually I'm going to
trust me, it's coming back.
Eventually I will give up, and then the joke will continue.
Yeah.
This is just a predetermined joke.
Yeah. But I am contemplating that. And I'm sorry, I cut you off. What time were you saying for yours?
Oh, no, I just finally like read the email because I was like, oh, I didn't get anything back, and then I like read back through the thing with the actual detail, and it was like, all right, so it is for the March to June time frame next year.
Okay. And
he won't start scheduling it until December.
Gotcha.
But I am number 9 on the list of people to reach out to for that time frame, essentially. So I have a relatively decent chance of picking a date that I will have no problem getting to, particularly a Saturday. So that way I can hopefully work out like scheduling getting off. The only thing is I was hoping to try and do it like in December or like the colder time.
Yeah.
Hopefully I will. Like the problem is we're gonna go to Greece in March, so I might schedule it the week we come back. Just simply to because I want to do it while it's cold, so when I go to work I'm not sweating as profusely, so it heals better.
Yep.
Because it's going to be a pretty decent kind of like not that, but as big, pretty decently that big.
They sucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I still have to do all of this.
With that said,
hold on. I wanted to talk about this earlier.
Yes.
And we never did, so now I think it's funnier to do it right before we end the episode.
Perfect.
The House voted to release the Epstein files today.
Yeah. Only one guy.
472 to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Representative Higgins.
Right?
What the fuck, dude?
So I guess essentially like his argument was not that like they shouldn't release the files. His argument was that he believes that because if we release it too early, that like the people who are trying to do the prosecution aren't going to have the. I was like, fuck you.
Bullshit.
I was like, now you just have a million people finding every part of the prosecution, you dummy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, all right, that's dumb. Honestly, my thought is the entire party just was like, no one tell that guy. Like,
Yeah.
that guy has to be the biggest asshole in the world that everyone was like, don't tell him. Just let him be that dickhead on the line that we don't. Like, we haven't figured out how to get rid of him. This is how we do. He's the only one that didn't vote because we didn't tell him we were all actually going to officially switch over.
That's, yeah. But they also have had enough time to go through and fucking censor and remove shit, so.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, we'll see how that ends up, but yeah.
Yeah.
Either way. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with this and getting to this point. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't know. We love you guys. Be nice to those that deserve it.
And fight those that don't. Goodbye.
Bye.